Hello, and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming. This video shows you how to play the game Super Mario Bros. In the All-Stars collection for the SNES played on Nintendo Switch Online. This video will feature all 32 levels. All levels has a time limit that counts down on the top right, and if you don't complete the level when the time runs out, you will lose a life. As Mario, you have to navigate through the levels going from left to right to save Princess Peach. You can jump on most enemies to defeat them and collect power-ups to help you. You start with 3 lives, 5 lives in the All-Stars version, and if you get hit while you are in the small form or fall down a hole, you will lose a life and start the level again. There is no checkpoints in the levels. If you lose all your lives and it's game over, both All-Stars and Nintendo Switch Online has a save function, and on Nintendo Switch Online you can use the rewind feature. Question mark blocks and the bricks that you can smash can contain coins, power-ups, or vine shortcuts. The first enemy you come across is the Goomba, which are slow and easy to jump on their heads, and the first power-up you can get is the Super Mushroom. This makes you grow twice your size, and if you get hit you won't die, but revert back to the small form. Some pipes can lead to bonus screens where you can collect lots of coins, and when you exit, acts as a shortcut that skips some of the level. Every time you collect 100 coins you get an extra life. The first 3 levels in a world. To exit the level you have to activate the pole by jumping on it. The higher you land, the more points you get, and if you land on it while the timer ends in a 1, 3 or 6, you will get some fireworks corresponding with the number. These Goombas might be a different colour than the ones above ground, but they are exactly the same. The Fire Flower power-up that you can get changes you to Fire Mario, and you press the run button to unleash a fireball that defeats most enemies. Unlike later games, if you get hit you will instantly revert back to Small Mario and have to get a Super Mushroom first in order for a Fire Flower to appear. These enemies, called Koopa Troopas, obviously instantly die with a fireball. Jumping on them makes them retreat in the shell, and if you hit the shell it will bounce off in the direction you hit, but be careful, it can come back to you. Green Koopa Troopas will walk in a straight line and won't stop even to its own doom. Red Koopa Troopas will patrol back and forth. The Star power-up will make you temporarily invincible as long as you are flashing and the special music is playing. No enemies can harm you. You will still die if you fall in a hole. Also, in some pipes, piranha plants can appear. They won't come out if you are next to the pipe, and they can be defeated with a fireball but cannot be jumped on. This level introduces the Koopa Paratroopers, flying versions of the Koopas. Red ones fly up and down, and green ones fly left to right. If the green ones are on the floor, they will fly in a zigzag motion towards you on some other levels. In every last level of the world, you will go in one of Bowser's castles. Each castle is guarded by a stand-in for Bowser. The last Bowser castle is guarded by Bowser himself. These levels are full of fireballs that spit out of lava, so be careful in every jump that has lava in your way, and fire bars are frequently in the castle. When you get close to Bowser, he will start to breathe fire at you. You can defeat Bowser in one of two ways. If you're a Fire Mario, you can defeat it with multiple fireball hits. Or you can jump over Bowser and hit the bridge switch, which causes the bridge to disappear and Bowser to fall in the lava. You can climb up these vines to reach bonus areas full of coins. Springs allow you to jump to higher platforms. Mario's first underwater level. These have two enemies to look out for. The squid-like creatures called bloopers constantly hound Mario and go wherever he is, but look out for his motion. He stops and moves diagonally. Use this to navigate around him or defeat it with a fireball. Don't bother swimming near holes in underwater levels. Most of them has an undercurrent that will push you down and slows down your swimming. If you are caught in it, and the second enemy is Cheep Cheeps, fish that swim usually from right to left. Now this level, and there is another level like this further down the line, the red Cheep Cheeps are constantly jumping and there is an unlimited number of them. They don't stop, so you are best to run as fast as you can throughout the level. Keep an eye on the Cheep Cheeps as sometimes you might have to stop to allow them to pass you. This level introduces the Hammer Brothers. These enemies usually come in pairs and hurl hammers at you, and if the hammers touch you, it counts as a hit. You can jump on their heads, or it's best to hit them from underneath, similar to how you would defeat enemies in Mario Brothers arcade game. If you want a quick and easy extra life, jump on the Koopa Trooper and hit it to the right, and run while it kills all the enemies and give you an extra life. Make sure you jump when it comes back to you. Be careful of the non-moving platforms, they will fall down as long as Mario is on it, so jump instantly when you are on one of these platforms. And these platforms, operated by a pulley system, when you jump on the first one, wait for a few seconds while the platform you are on goes down and the next one goes up. Don't wait too long or the second platform will be too high for you to jump in. Two new enemies to look out for in this level: the flying cloud enemy called Locutus, which will constantly drop eggs, and if those eggs hit the floor, then they turn into an enemy called Spinies, and you can't jump on these, they can only be defeated by Fireball, and they tend to fall off like Koopa Troopers. If you get high enough, you can jump on the Lakuta or hit it with a fireball to defeat it. This enemy is called a Buzzy Beetle. They can't be harmed by fireballs, and when you jump on them, they act like Koopa Troopers. Now this castle, and it will happen again, you have to go to a specific route or the level will repeat itself. You know when you've done a section correct you will hear a ding sound, and if you do it wrong you will hear another sound. Going up top is the correct route. Make your way up top, then down to the bottom for the correct route. You can get another extra life by using the Koopa again. This black device is called a turtle cannon and will fire bullet bills at you. The bullet bills will always travel in a straight line, and like the piranha plants, they don't fire if you are next to it or on top of it. The platforms that appear here don't swim underneath them or you will get dragged down to the hull. This level constantly has bullet bills getting fired at you. When you defeat a Lakuta, eventually another one will appear. From now on, the Bowsers will start to throw hammers on top of the fire breath. Another flying Cheep Cheep level, this time with shorter platforms and more Koopa Troopers. You can go under the Koopa Paratroopers when they are flying vertically. This is another castle where you have to go to follow a specific order. Going at the bottom is the This is another castle where you have to follow a specific order in order to progress. Going at the bottom is the first correct order, and I did have difficulty in remembering the other order, but I got there eventually. But as you can see, when you get it wrong, you have to repeat it until you get it right. So the order is bottom, middle, then top. The next section you have to go and jump exactly on the spots that I do to clear it, and as you can see you can run over very small gaps. Go to the bottom, over the middle section, jump onto the next middle section, then to the top. I would wait here for the paratroopers to come to you before moving on. An easier way to get this 1-up is to jump on the spring and hit the brick just to the right, and then hit where the 1-up is. From the pipe, run and then jump from the second little platform. Make sure to always hold the run button for big jumps. The last level is another castle where you have to pick a right path. This time it's through picking the right pipe. You have to go down the pipe that's just to the right of the grey bricks platform. I'm not sure why the video glitches like this. The next pipe to go under is the one at the top. You reach it by hitting an invisible block to the left of it. Watch out for flying Cheep Cheeps and go down the third green pipe. After the swimming section with added fire bars, you will finally face the real Bowser. He's exactly the same as the fake Bowsers, still throws hammers and can be defeated with fireballs or the bridge method. Once you completed the game, you can play it again on hard mode. The differences in hard mode: all Goombas are replaced with Buzzy Beetles, platforms are smaller, enemies are faster, and fire bars can appear in other levels they didn't appear before. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are achievement guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases to retro games posted every week. Thanks for watching.